So here we will see the properties of linear convolution. Now the properties of linear convolution, consider xn is excitation input signal, yn is output response, and hn is what? Hn is unit sample response. So the first property is commutative law. So commutative property, that means commutative property of convolution. So first is commutative law or commutative property of convolution. So it states that the linear convolution is commutative operation. So xn convolution hn equal to hn convolution xn. xn is input which is applied to unit sample response hn, and the response is yn equal to xn into hn. Next, unit sample response is xn, where hn is applied and response is yn equal to hn convolution xn. So we can write this equation as summation k goes from minus infinity to infinity. Summation k goes from minus infinity to infinity x of k into h of n minus k. So in this equation, h of n minus k is folded delayed sequence while xk is unchanged. So we put m is equal to n minus k as the new index of summation in equation. So k is equal to n minus m. The next property is associative property, that is associative property of convolution or associative law. So it states that xn convolution h1n into or convolution h2n equal to xn convolution into bracket h1n convolution h2n. So here xn is given as an input and unit sample response h1n, then it is given to the unit sample response h2n, and then we get final output or response, that is unit sample response hn is equal to h1n convolution h2n. Now this sign indicates convolution operation, and every convolution operation indicates that the certain input is applied to the LTI system and output is convolution of input signal and the impulse response of system. And the next law is distributive property or distributive law or distributive property of convolution. So this property states that the linear convolution is distributive, that is xn convolution into bracket h1n plus h2n, which is equal to xn into h1n plus x2 not into, it is x1 convolution h1n xn plus xn convolution h2n. So meaning of this distributive property is that this property indicates that we can replace a parallel combination of LTI system by a single LTI system whose impulse response is sum of individual impulse responses. And the meaning of associative property is that this property indicates that we can replace cascade combination of LTI system by a single system whose impulse response is convolution of individual impulse responses. So next is causality of LSI system. The output of causal system depends upon the present and past input, and the output of the causal system at n equal to n0 depends only upon the input xn for n less than equal to n0, and the linear combination is given by the equation yn equal to summation k equal to minus infinity to infinity hk x of n minus k. At n equal to n0, the output y of n0 will be y of n0 summation k equal to minus infinity to infinity hk x of n0 minus k. And we can rearrange this above equation. So we can write this equation as y of n0 equal to summation k goes from 0 to infinity hk plus into x of n0 minus k plus summation k goes from minus 1 to minus infinity hk x of n0 minus k. Now here the output of causal system at n equal to n0 depends upon the input for n less than n0. Hence h of minus 1 is equal to h of minus 2 equal to h of minus 3 equal to 0. So the LSI system is causal if and only if h of n is 0 for n less than 0. And this is the necessary and sufficient condition for causality of system, and the linear convolution of the causal LSI system is given by yn equal to summation k equal to 0 to n x of k h of n minus k. So next is stability for LSI system. So a system is said to be stable if every bounded input produces a bounded output, and the input xn is said to be bounded if there exists some finite number mx such that mod of xn less than equal to mx less than equal to infinity, some infinity, and the output yn is said to be bounded if there exists some finite number by such a m y is in between infinity and mod of y. So here the equation for linear convolution is given now. The linear convolution is given by the equation yn equal to summation goes from k equal to minus infinity to infinity xn h of n minus k. So we take the absolute value on both sides, and mod of yn is equal to summation of k goes from minus infinity to infinity h of k x of n minus k. So the condition with this condition satisfied, the system will be stable. The above equation states that the LSI system is stable if its unit sample response is absolutely summable, and it is necessary and sufficient condition for the stability of LSI system. So these are the equations for the stability of LSI system. So there is one more point, stress interconnection. Now in case of complicated operation, it is necessary to interconnect a different subsystem, and there are three types of interconnections: cascade or series interconnection, parallel interconnection, and third one is feedback interconnection. So in cascade or series interconnection, in this case the two systems are connected in series. That means the output of one system is connected to the input of other system. In parallel connection, here the two systems can be connected in parallel and the same or xn is applied to the two systems. And in feedback interconnection, a feedback connection is done from output to input. So suppose yn is the output and then it is then again applied to the system 2 and its output is T2, which is then added with input xn. So here is an example. Based on convolution, so we have to find the response to in, which is given, and the response h of the system is the response to the unit impulse. So hn is equal to delta n plus half into delta of n minus 1. So first is we have to flip h. So here we have drawn the here diagram is drawn from x of k. For n is equal to 0 it is 1, for n equal to 1 it is 2/3, for minus 1 it is 1/3, and for 2 otherwise it is 0, means for 2 and minus 2 all it is 0. So first is flip h by minus of 2 minus k, so it is shifted towards the right. So equation is used y of minus 2. Again we have to find the values for n is equal to minus 1, 0, 1 and 2. So here we find the values for y0, y1, y2, y of minus 1 by using the equations of summation k goes from minus infinity to infinity x of k, h of minus 2 minus k, h of minus 1 minus k. So this equation is used to find the values, and accordingly signal is shifted. Now next example is also based on the convolution. We have to evaluate the convolution of the signal which is given. So we substitute the We substitute these two expressions into the definition of convolution. So convolution definition, yn is equal to x convolution hn, and summation equation is written here. So stable system means what? The stability condition, stable system means it states that a discrete time system is stable if bounded input produces bounded output. And the meaning of the word bounded is that input and output signals should have some finite magnitude, and the magnitude of these signals should not be infinity. So in this section, magnitude of these signals should not be infinity. There is one more concept, that is static or dynamic. Static means memoryless and dynamic means with memory. So a system is memoryless if its output at any time depend only on the value of the input at that same time. And dynamic or with memory, it means a system is with memory or dynamic if system presents output depends on a present input as well as the input at other time. So convolution can be computed, or there are three different methods which are used for the computation of linear convolution. That is graphical method, using mathematical equation of convolution, tabulation method, and the multiplication method. So together with the properties linearity, time invariance, it allows us to develop a LTI system in terms of its response to a unit impulse. So convolution sum in case of discrete time system and convolution integral in case of continuous time system. So in order to analyze any system, initially a system model is developed. A system model is basically a set of mathematical equations which satisfies the behavior of system. So to obtain a system model, the relationship between a different variables of system is developed. For example, in case of electrical network, the equations related to the voltage and current are developed, and then any unwanted variable are eliminated and the equation is developed to obtain the relationship between input and output. Okay.